then Irving slams it in.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And when Parker's converting on the pull-up, Jay, it has to be demoralizing to the defense.
Houston has come out of the gates quickly. 7-point differential. And it's James missing.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And this is year one of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And, Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Longley passes to Parker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A new lineup here for Houston.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Odom.
Watch the pick.
Over Ibaka. And he overshot that one, missing. Iverson against Davis. Iverson, no luck. Davis, the pass to Irving. And it's sent back by Mitchell. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jacks up a three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Houston leading by 10. Here's Marshall. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. There's the three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Houston?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Zion Williamson is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Iverson. And it's Marshall in at the three. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Now here's Iverson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
Iverson's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. They get a hand on it. Davis dishes to Odom. Outside Irving. And he's good on the three ball. Irving's got 5. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
A new lineup here for Houston. Smith for 3. And the rebound collected by Ori.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Look at that.
Lamar Odom.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And that one's good. Parker.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Davis, the pass to Odom. Irving with it for 3. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. And finished off by LeBron.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
James against Odom. To the paint, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Home team ball.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And that one's good. Parker.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Parker's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Ori. Odom against James. Will it go? Good work there as it goes. Odom's got his second bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Longley passes to Parker. He dishes it to Smith. James has a two-pointer. Ori with the rebound. LeBron's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Odom against James. And here is Odom. Over James. Hits the front of the rim and out. And we've reached halftime in the... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Odom out there with Ori. Then there's Davis. Then there's Irving. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Defense doesn't get much better than the Mobile One block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
They grabbed their own miss. Houston leading by 16. No good there with the step-back J. Davis, the pass to Ori. Back to Davis. Outside Irving. Here's the floater. Aldridge with some nice D.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0-3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
Houston making some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Longley. Mitchell comes in for Smith, and Allen Iverson subbed in for Parker. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
The floater and the rejection by James.
I don't know if it's been the main factor.
Oh, that was an impressive throw down. Woo.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Adebayo, they can't stop the run with that one. And so James will bring it up for Houston. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Substitution for the away team.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Ball. To the middle, stolen by Gay. Here's Marshall. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Bird, and the block shot grabs it out of the air.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Snatched up. Williamson finds Gay. Outside for Thomas. Fires from deep. Ball with the rebound. Trying to get something going. No good that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to...
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Houston on top, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm... assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Rudy Gay. Thomas is out there with Murray. Then there's Williamson. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Murray for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Bird outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Houston's ball. There's Thomas with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Thomas got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Here's Ball, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Taken third overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zion Williamson. Gay misses. Here's Allen, and he drives in, and Allen with the slam.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead. He's wide open. He's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Timeout, home team.
They're up by 31. 1:12 left in the game.
The Lions
and now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tony Parker.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Houston with a big group substitution here. Williamson is checked in for Gay. Smith comes in for Marshall. Tony Parker's checked in for Murray. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
And you pass it to him, Spider Mitchell is always ready to let it fly. An impact player the moment he stepped into the league.
Smith against Odom. Five to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Allen, that's good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three-pointer is right on target.
And I love how Odom stretches the floor. They're always ready to shoot from distance when the defense isn't focused.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Ibaka kicks to Parker. No good with the triple. Odom against Smith. Pass to Ori. Back to Odom. Takes the three. And that's good. Robert Ori for three.
And I love whenever Ori rises up from there. His jump shot is so pure, the D has to respect it.
That's the game.
So we see Houston taking the W here. It was a tale of